Current situation in Sudan is shocking. 24 million people are facing acute hunger. That's more than the entire population of the U.S. states of Ohio and Pennsylvania put together. And they're facing hunger not because the rains didn't come, not because the crops failed, but because of a man-made crisis. The country was plunged into war 21 months ago by two factions, by the Sudan Armed Forces and the Rapid Support Forces, fighting over who will control the future of the nation. It's been a war that's been marked by horrendous abuses of human rights, killings of civilians, sexual abuse, looting. And yesterday, the U.S. government determined that genocide was unfolding in the country. In that kind of situation, it's really easy to look at everything we don't have. There's no accountability for people who've committed crimes so far. There's no access for aid workers. There's no ceasefire. There's not enough food. There's not enough fuel. There's not enough water. There's a lot of things that we don't have in Sudan. But one of the luxuries of working here at Search for Common Ground and with my Sudanese colleagues in country is that we also have a chance to see what we do have. And as we look at what we can do to prevent and end this horrendous crisis, I'd encourage all of us to look at how we can better invest in the Sudanese people, how we can support the community kitchens, the emergency rooms, the mutual aid groups, Sudanese people who've come together from all walks of life to provide aid to one another when international aid doesn't get through. How we can invest, despite all of the war, how we can invest in the community radio stations that get up and get on air every single day, broadcasting as much news as they can get to people across the country or across their region, broadcasting programs for young people, discouraging people from participating in violence, and how we can support civilians, especially the women who are involved in negotiating for medical supplies to get across the front lines to people who need it on the other side, who are working to help humanitarians get the aid in, and who ought to be playing a bigger role in working with the international negotiators and everyone working to bring this war to an end. Because it's only through lining up behind the strengths of the Sudanese people and the strengths of the civilian efforts that are already unfolding that we're going to bring this horrendous crisis to an end.